You can see they both fit on the turntable nicely. I did have to back the camera up a little bit, but man, look at Silk. That's fantastic. I can't believe I never have owned a Silk figure.
Sean Solo Geeks.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and I'm back with another Marvel Legends action figure review. Today we'll be looking at two Marvel Legends action figures. This one here is an Amazon exclusive. We have Marvel Silk and Doc Ock, also known as Dr. Octopus. Anyway, I'm really excited about this two-pack because I don't own either of these figures, so I'm absolutely stoked to be getting the latest versions of these. I wanted a Doc Ock for so long, and of course Silk is just an excellent bonus because it is absolutely a beautiful figure you can't deny. This is the new windowless packaging. As I said earlier, it's an Amazon exclusive, so I'm pretty confident I'm going to get what's inside here. On the top, it says Spider-Man, 60 Amazing Years. On the bottom, you have a picture of Spidey, that's a new touch right there with the barcode. This side of the package, you get some epic art. Let me turn it sideways for you guys. You got Doc Ock and Silk. That looks absolutely beautiful. And on this side, you get a picture of your figures. And on the back, it just says Marvel Silk Doc Ock, and you see the accessories that come with the figures. It looks pretty cool. Doc Ock looks like only comes with one set of hands, and Silk looks like we got two additional sets of hands and also spider webs, which come out of her fingers. Absolutely cool. But without further ado, let's open this up and let's take a closer look. Here's Doc Ock and Silk out of the package. As you can see, they both fit on the turntable nicely. I did have to back the camera up a little bit, but man, look at Silk. That's fantastic. I can't believe I never have owned a Silk figure. I guess this is probably on an all-new body, too. You can see all the pinless joints on her, and the face mold is incredible, and I really do love that web design where the web comes out of her fingers. Doc Ock, again, he's just a classic I had to have. I didn't have a Doc Ock in my collection, and I grew up reading Spider-Man, so this is definitely the Doc Ock that I wanted. Let's let that plane go over. I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully the plane's gone now, but you can see they both come with two alternate heads. Doc Ock comes with two extra hands, and Silk actually comes with two open palmed hands, which is dynamite, two fists, this web hand, and it looks like one gripping hand maybe. But anyway, absolutely fantastic. Let me put them in a couple more poses. Is Silk and Doc Ock out of the package on two Mafex stands. It does look pretty cool this way because you can actually have his leg down there on the bottom, but I am absolutely stoked to have this on my collection. Could it have been better? Definitely, all day. But there you go. This is the alternate head. She doesn't come with his head or hand on her, but I had to swap them on right away. And these hands are completely interchangeable. So let's get them in just a couple more poses and see what else they can do. Again, same poses, but just at a different angle, which I think actually looks kind of cooler. Super, super stoked to add these to my collection. I'm gonna put them in just one more pose here. Well, some more than one for sure, you know me. And we'll take a closer look again. Another look at Silk with Dr. Octopus moving his arms around a few. I do wish they were bendable, I know, but you know what Hasbro is going to do? They're going to come out, obviously, you know, they're going to milk us for this pack for people like myself that haven't owned these figures, and then of course they're going to come out with the movie Doc Ock. I'm almost positive. How could they not do it, especially with all three Spider-Mans coming soon? But man, look at that head sculpt. Absolutely fantastic. Just beautiful figures, man. Really love them. And then, of course, yes, there's all their accessories. Super cool. Here's a quick shot of just a slap together Doc Ock holding Silk with a tentacle on her head, and also holding the all-new Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So when you're done with this video, go ahead and check that one out. I had a lot of fun with those, put them in a lot of different poses. I'm going to try to see if Doc Ock can hold one of these over his head and see how that looks. No, not quite. To get him holding him over his head, he's actually going to have to you're going to have to use a stand. Here you can see you can get a few tentacles wrapped around them, but I mean, it literally is taking me like half an hour just to get these scenes down, and then you're like, okay, that pose doesn't look cool in this figure. But if you wanted to take your time, you could actually make this next level epic. Highly recommended if you haven't picked them up already. Just going to set the camera back a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the other Doc Ock face mold. As you can see here, yeah, it is just beautiful. The paint on mine is perfect. The hair looks just like the comics. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what's cool is if you really wanted to, you could take those off, but why would you? Look at his eyes under there. Looks super sweet. The tentacles on Doc Ock, they just, well, let's look at the front of them really fast. You can see this head sculpt too. This is his closed mouth one. I'm obviously going to probably keep the teeth on, and you can lift those up too. But with this head on, yeah, it's going to want to just pop off, but you can just see it's on a peg there, and they just pop right on very easily. These tentacles do swivel around. The claws actually have a swivel in them too, and they have these cool like blue on the inside, which looks sweet. And you can, they aren't bendable again, which is just a bummer. I'm sure you can heat them up and put them in a way that you want, but yeah, they just pop out really easy, just like that. Take a look at the back. You can see there's little holes, so you can just plug them in. This is the Frogman body, or I should say the Frogman body used this mold, but yeah, the paint to me just pops. He does come with 2 open hands and a fist, as you can see both of them on here on display. But yeah, for the head, I'm actually going to leave this one on. Now, articulation on this guy, mine's really stiff. I have to heat up one of his legs. His arm looks like it only pops up about that far. There's an upper swivel cut. There is a pinned double jointed elbow, and of course he's got great hinges as you'd expect from Marvel Legends. The leg doesn't pop back very far, lifts up about that high. There's an upper swivel cut, double jointed knee. Is there a boot cut? No, there isn't. There's a nice hinge and a rocker on that foot on the bottom. Now again, this leg I have to heat up because it just didn't want to move on me. It just doesn't want to move out, and then moving forward, it was just really stiff. But yeah, I just put a hairdryer on there, and we were good to go. Let's go ahead and get Doc Ock out of the way and take a look at Silk. This is my first Silk. As you can see, that head sculpt is just absolutely beautiful. Really cool. I had no idea she shooted webs from her fingers. I didn't know too much about the character, but I did do a whole bunch of research. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is crazy. I did do a whole bunch of research this morning and read a bunch of comics, and I guess that Doc Ock is actually a clone, which is really cool. This head mold, again, looks beautiful. The hair looks great. This here is all loose. You just popped it off, and you can see, yeah, the handkerchief is separate. This one here just pops on really easy, and you can see that head mold looks really good too. I absolutely love this figure. I do like the character too, because again, this morning I binged the whole series. I guess can't even remember what it was called now, but it had something to do with clones, and every villain was in it. And I grew up reading the Jackal and Scarlet Spider, so to me it was just fantastic. Now these are the open hands that she comes with, and you know what, thank you Hasbro for fixing those massive ugly long fingers that we consistently get. She comes with a fist, as you saw earlier, and then she comes with this pretty epic, as you can see, look, there's a silver or a see-through peg on here. Looks kind of funny, but pop that on, and yeah, it looks cool. Check that out. Super cool, straight out of her fingers. How sweet is that? It can wrap around her arm. More effects like these, Hasbro, just absolutely awesome. She bends back about that far, bends forward about that much. There is plenty of side to side. I guess this is the same as the Shrek body. She kicks up, absolutely beautiful. I mean, just look at that. What a worthy Spider-Man figure. Kicks back about that far. There is an upper swivel cut, double jointed pinless single knees, which looks sweet, and of course a rocker and a hinge on the back, and 2 peg holes in her back. But overall, I think this is fantastic. I am so thankful that they re-released it. I know this pack isn't for everybody, but for people like me, it's definitely worthy. Thanks for checking out today's video. Check out one of these videos up on the screen, and I will see you guys in the next video.